All right, all right. All right, all right. Hope everybody's doing good. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hey. Try to be on time. Man, on time. It's the best way to be. All right, I'm going to give it a few minutes, just to let you guys enter the room. If you guys want to chat, you can put a 5 in the chat. Just let me know you're here. Put a 5 in the chat. Let me know you're here. Welcome, welcome. All right. If you enter the chat, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat. Got a lot of good information for y'all today. Hopefully y'all getting our work. Hope everybody had a great day. It's Monday. Happy Monday. Monday. Hope everybody's doing good. Got a lot of great information to give y'all today. Got a lot of great information today. What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the room. Welcome. Put a 5 in the chat if you're here. Let me know where you're from. All right, all right. How we doing? Everybody doing all right? Let's put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat. We're getting started. We're just getting started. Welcome, welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome. Everybody put a 5 in the chat. Hope everybody doing all right. Happy Monday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yes, sir. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Don't mind me sweating a little bit. These shades gonna come off as soon as I get 5 people in the chat and a couple likes. We're gonna get started. Just letting everybody get into the room. It's hot in here real quick. All right, all right. Hope everybody doing all right. Welcome, welcome. Everybody that's in the room. Let me see a 5. There we go. I see some 5s. How y'all doing? We're gonna give it a little bit of a minute, so if y'all need to step away, go to the bathroom. I'm trying to get more people into the live right now. Look like we got about 5. All right. Hopefully we're not having any technical difficulties. Can everybody hear me good? Can you hear me good? If you can, comment 3. Comment 3 if you can hear me good. I know a lot of people be late. I need to turn some air on. Give me 1 second. All right, thank you for that. Happy you can hear me really good. Hope y'all doing good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. After we get like 10 minutes, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Hope y'all doing good today. Happy Women's History Month, ladies. Happy Women's History Month. Also, happy St. Patrick's Day. Celebrating y'all today.
Learn about crypto and get rewarded as you learn with Coinbase Learning
This is the
Rewards.
first ever podcast. Just the beginning. Just got the shades on at the beginning. They will be coming off when we get more into some information. Trying to get some more people into the live. Please share the link. Please share the link. If you have the link, please share.
Get started today on coinbase.com/learning-rewards.
All right. I'm gonna send the link out again on my Instagram page right now. So if you guys have me on Instagram, I'm about to share it there. All right. I'm sorry, I hope I don't have no technical difficulties. All right, we looking good. Looking good. I see some 3s in the chat. Okay, I see some 5s in the chat. That's good. We got like about 1 more minute, and then we're gonna get started with some information. All right. And if the playback isn't that good, just know that this is the first live. We will be doing this again. This will be happening again for sure. All right, right now I got 2 people in the chat. Let me hit some more people up. Tell them to get into the live so we can get started. Got a little warm in here. Gotta turn the AC on. All right, all right. Thanks for the likes. Dan, the man with the plan. No matter what happens, I'm gonna make it happen. That's for sure. That's what we do. We're gonna make it happen, all right? All right. Then we're gonna go ahead and get started. If everybody ready to get started, let's put a 7 in the chat. Let's put a 7 in the chat. Y'all ready to get going? We're gonna go ahead and drop some gems on them. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this music out. Let's get started. All right. I first want to say thank y'all for joining the live stream right now. It means so much to me. It means so much to me to see y'all support. I'm very grateful and honored for you guys' support. Okay, I got a lot of great information to share listed behind me on the whiteboard, and this is going to encourage people to be great. All right, I want people to come here to enjoy the opportunity of de-stressing themselves after work. That's what this podcast is for. We will be going live every Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So you guys can have the space to unwind and talk about what happened at work, anything you need that's related to fixing a solution or motivation. That's exactly what we'll be doing here on this podcast with the Stressless Boss. With your host, myself, Dan the Man, the Stressless Boss. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. All right, all right. All right, so point number 1 we want to talk about today is we're going to start out with a scripture. All right, we're going to always start the podcast live with the scripture just to make sure that we keeping everything grounded. All right. Number 1, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it produced a harvest of glory and peace for those who have been trained by it. And that is Hebrews 12, verse 11. All right. And that's very true. I can tell you, I'm a living witness myself. Like, discipline is something you really have to stick to in order to be great. In order to be amazing, you have to understand what discipline is. There is nothing in life that will be achieved without discipline. So we all have to be disciplined. Before all of this came about, before this idea came about, before the consulting group came about, everything was a walk of faith. Okay. But in order to complete those, to step in those walks of faith, you have to be disciplined. You have to know the strategies that I'm going to talk about today that will help you and assist you in your life. That's why we're here today. So I thank y'all for joining. Appreciate y'all for showing up right now. And we're going to go ahead and get started into a couple points. All right. The first thing I want to talk about is I just want you guys to try to remember, Q1 is over. Q1 is over. All right. So whatever you guys had that happened, there were successes, or maybe were possible opportunities. Let's put that in the chat. All right. If you had any type of success or achievements that you came, whether it was your credit score, whether it was your credit card, whether it was your you had a baby or something like that, let's put that in the chat. Any type of blessings that happened in Q1, let's talk about it. Because the best thing about being disciplined is understanding what's happening in your life. A lot of times we go through life and we don't understand, or we don't see the scope of what's going on. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you walk through those tough days, to help you walk, to have somebody to listen to be able to see your way through the darkness. All right. I'm here to provide light, guidance, and wisdom. That's what we're doing here at the Stressless Boss. This will not be a platform for any type of drama, any type of negativity. This only platform will be for positivity, growth, and motivation. And ultimately, if you need my assistance, I have a website, www.guestcareerservices.com. I can assist you with everything that you need in regards to resume update, cover letter at a very low cost. So if you know anybody that need help, send them to our website. But here on this platform, we're here to discuss the travels and the situations that happen within the workplace. But number one, we're going to start with discipline. That's the first topic. So if you have the opportunity, we're going to take an opportunity right now just to talk about, put in the chat any type of achievements or any opportunities that you might have had during Q1. Let's talk about it. I'm going to turn the music up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. All right. All right. Still looking for people to join the chat. Looking for people to join the chat. Let's interact. Where y'all from? Just tell me where you guys are from. I would like to see where you guys are from. All right. Welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you can hear me and you're still interacting, let's put a 5 in the chat. Let's put a 5 in the chat. Hey, I hope everybody's doing good. Welcome, welcome. If you're late getting it in, welcome. Thanks for joining. I wonder how many bad bosses y'all have out there. How many bad bosses y'all got out there? Y'all got some good bosses? Or you got some bad bosses? I would love to hear. Here we go, Texas. Shout out Texas. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome. All right, please share this link. Take the moment to share this live for me. This is my first live. I appreciate all the love. Shout out Texas. I got Texas in the chat. Welcome. All right, welcome, welcome. Dallas in the house. What's up, Dallas? Welcome, Dallas. Dallas in the house. Please take the moment to share this live. Please take the moment to share this live. We only got about 3 people in the live right now. Still giving a little bit more time. I really appreciate the love. Really appreciate it. Dallas in the house. Dallas in the house. I see we repping Big Tex for real. That's all right. It's all good. And shout out also to everybody that encourages to be great and that is motivated. Thank y'all for joining. We're gonna get here in a minute. We're gonna get there in a minute. Just trying to get the likes up, trying to get more viewers into the chat. We still got a lot of time. I know a lot of people still getting out work, but hopefully if you share this live, they might see it. Hopefully. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Dallas in the house. All right, all right, all right. All right, thank y'all for still staying locked in with me. All right, again, happy Women's History Month and also happy St. Patrick's Day. All right, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I know y'all probably out there celebrating, enjoying y'all time with y'all green on. That's what's up. That's what's up. But now we're gonna dive more. We about to dive more into the topic that's at hand. And the topic that's at hand that we're speaking on today is discipline. All right. Discipline. All right. What is discipline to you guys? I would love to know, what is discipline? A lot of people sometimes think that discipline is just something that you just do and there's no substance. Like in our today age, a lot of people are doing things without understanding the substance of things. Therefore, they have no discipline. But discipline is the most important trait that we all should carry to be great leaders. We should all carry that trait. All right. All right. What is discipline? It is the practice of training people to obey rules and codes, behaviors, using punishment to correct disobedience. Nothing wrong with punishment. Nothing is absolutely wrong with punishment. Through our day and our time, we have gone through so many different things. As leaders, we go through so many different things in order to be successful. There is no team that has been developed that has not went through any type of stress, any type of punishment, any type of chaos. Everything that is great has been achieved through discipline. There is no other way to success besides discipline. And here on this podcast with your host, the Stressless Boss, that's exactly what we're going to discuss. We're going to break down the concepts of discipline. We're going to talk about it. I have 5 points listed behind me. Please don't mind my little chicken scratch. It is what it is. But please just try to take notes and pay attention because I hopefully that this touch people and it really inspires people to make change in their life. Because you got to start with discipline before you do anything. If we don't start with discipline, there is nothing that can be achieved. Absolutely nothing. But I got 5 easy steps that will help encourage and motivate individuals that's watching this podcast or people that will see it later that will hopefully inspire them to understand how to get to the next level. And how to get there, all it takes is discipline. I'm a living witness myself, going through life, going to school, going to college, leaving there, leaving a completely different state, moving into Texas, started my whole career after college, understanding the opportunities and the adversity and all the challenges that I went through being a young black male. There's a lot of things that went on, right? And I'm a living witness to tell you that there's greatness. There's greatness out there, but it's inside of each and every one of you. There's a lot of things that you can achieve, but you have to use your mind. You have to use this. You have to be able to use some type of inspiration or faith to get you in to understand that you can do it. I can sit here on this podcast and talk all day about what you can do and how you can do it. But in reality, you're the only person in this world that can be able to achieve these goals. You. So a lot of times we have to get ourselves out of us. We have to get our mind set stuck. We have to get our mind. I'm sorry. We have to get our mind stuck, unstuck on other things that distracts us, so we can focus on what we have going on. All right. A lot of times we're looking at these posts, these dances. We're looking at what everybody is having and putting on and all that good stuff, and we lose track on understanding what the purpose that we have that God has placed in our hearts on this earth. Okay. So here on this podcast at 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, I will be here to invite people to join. I should have a guest tonight. Maybe he's just getting off work too. I see a lot of people are late getting in, but I hope that more people do join to take into this opportunity of being able to unwind and vent and talk about things that happen at work. We can come up with solutions. We can come up with processes and solutions to help you with those struggles. All right, we all need somebody. We all need somebody. Okay, so I'm here, the Stressless Boss, to be here to help and support. All right, welcome, welcome. It's, hope everybody's doing good. If you're just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome in. I hope y'all not taking a lunch nap. I see you out there. It's okay to take a lunch nap. I got the coffee right here. The Big K coffee right here. Wake up. It's 5:31. I know y'all just getting out of work. Welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, the topic at hand, what we're talking about is discipline. That's the number one topic that we're talking about today is discipline. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get the show still rolling. All right, discipline. As you see right here in the back, what I have, step number one is to clean up your space. Step number one is to clean up your space. People, guys, women, friends, family, you have to make room for new things. You have to. There is no way to be disciplined and you still have old junk inside your trunk. Yeah, I said it. I said it. If you got old junk inside your trunk, you need to empty it out. You need to clear it out. You need to make sure you have space for new things to enter into your mind. You want to be able to have space. Think about your iPhone. This iPhone right here. One day I got a message from Apple, and you know what Apple said? Hey, you need to buy some data. We're going to sell you some data for $2.99. Like, really, do I need data for $2.99? That $2.99, you know what I can do? I mean, it's really not too much you can do, but at least you can buy a gallon of gas. That'll at least get you somewhere. At least that'll get you a gallon of gas for $2.99. Okay, at least that. But Apple tells me I will give you 200 gigabytes for $2.99. Now, in my mind, I'm like, hey, I can save that $2. I can go to Walmart a couple times if I'm working from home, you know, or if I only go to church on Sundays, or I'm just going to see my grandma, or I'm just going down to the corner store here and there. Like you can save that $2.99 for a gallon of gas, 1 gallon, depending on what type of car you got it is. But all of my point is understanding that just deleting pictures, deleting text messages, deleting things that don't mean much to you, sometimes we got to get rid of that stuff. Sometimes you got to take those boxes down that you got in that closet. Sometimes you got to take them clothes and shoes and heels and dresses that you have inside of that back seat you got. Sometimes you got to remove some things. All right? That's the number one step to discipline. You have to be able to let some things go. You got to make space for the new stuff. You got to. There's no way to be successful in life in anything that you do and you do not make space. There's no way. Think about your laptop. Every time it update, you have to have space to update your laptop. You have to have space to update your Xbox. You have to have space to update that PS5 that you got. You have to have space to do these things to be successful. And in life, we have to be able to create space because you never know what is going to come if you're walking in your purpose. If you're walking in your purpose, you want to be prepared. You want to understand that there are things in life that may come your way, but you have to be ready for it. You have to be ready for it. And that's what I'm here for, the Stressless Boss. I'm here to dissect and talk about things that you're holding on to that you don't realize, or some opportunities that you don't realize, and some greatness that's within you that needs to be unlocked. That's what we're going to do here at the Stressless Boss. We will continue to support and motivate and cultivate career development. That's what we're here for. And I just want to encourage you guys to stay encouraged and stay open to understanding that there's always new opportunities. But the only way you're going to get there if you create space. You got to make space. You got to make space. All right. Don't forget the topic that we're talking about today. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, discipline. Topic today is discipline. Welcome, welcome. All right. Also, another definition of discipline is a branch of knowledge, typically one studied in higher education. What is knowledge? Wisdom. A couple things that help me be stressless is understanding wisdom. How did I get wisdom? How did the stressless boss get wisdom? He got wisdom from studying. He got wisdom from connecting. He got wisdom from discipline. There is no other way. There's no other way, people. You cannot be successful in life if you do not discipline yourself. You cannot. It's okay to endure a little bit of pain. It is not the end of the world. Sometimes we must endure a little bit of pain to get a bigger gain. But we're gonna dive into that. All right. We're still on discipline. I want to make sure that you guys understand to take the time to clean out your trunk, make the space for new information and new process in your life. Make sure you understand that in order to be great, you gotta let some stuff go. You can't hold on to everything and be great. There is no boss, no executive, no CEO that started as a customer service rep and still remembers everything as a customer service rep as a CEO. It doesn't happen like that. And it won't happen like that. So you have to understand to rise to the next level, you have to take the proper steps to get there. And the first place that we're going to visit and understand is discipline. Is discipline. It takes discipline to understand things that needs to go on. Discipline, all right? You gotta have that. You gotta have it in your life. No matter what you think that you have, great. No matter how much money you think you have, no matter how many cars that you have, if you don't have discipline, you can lose it. You can lose it. It'll slip through the cracks. You have spots in your life where you be understanding and question yourself, why did this happen? What happened here? What did I do? How did I go wrong? You'll be talking to yourself like, hey, did I got all this? How did I make a mistake? Well, a lot of times life is going to happen. But with discipline, you can prepare yourself and have people around you that can hold you accountable and help assist you in life if you have discipline. But if you don't have discipline, you're just gonna miss it. Just gonna miss it. All right. So here at the Stressless Boss, that's what we talking about. Welcome, 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 welcome. So if y'all have any questions in the chat that y'all want to know about me, please ask me in the chat. We only here we've been live now for about 35 minutes. So let's go ahead and have a Q&A. If there's any questions that you guys would like to ask, go ahead and ask, and I'll be here to answer your questions. All right. All right. All right. Welcome, welcome to the podcast. The Stressless Boss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Shout out Texas. All right, all right. What's up, Sherelle? Welcome, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. I got a lot of great nuggets for you. Welcome. I'm here for everybody that's either at work or getting out of work. Let's listen in. I got a lot of nuggets for y'all today. We're still on topic number one, which is discipline. There's no greatness that you're going to achieve if you do not have discipline. Welcome, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Thank you for joining. Shout out where you from. I know a lot of y'all getting out of work. Go ahead and shout out where you from. Welcome to the live. We will be here Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. We got a long night, but I got a lot of information I'm going to be sharing and replaying and giving y'all the nuggets all day until 8 o'clock. All right, stay tuned in. Welcome, Big K. Just to give y'all some more nuggets. In life, discipline refers to the ability to control oneself and behave in a controlled, organized way, obeying rules and standards to achieve goals and maintain focus. That's big. That's big. You have to be able to maintain focus to be successful. You have to. You gotta be. You got this. I'm here for you. Anytime you guys need me, I am here. I'll be right here. Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. The Stressless Boss. I'll be dropping nuggets every day from 5 to 8 p.m. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Don't forget to shout out where you're from. And also don't forget to visit the website at www.guestcareerservices.com. We are here to assist you with any resume updates, cover letters, and we give you one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching. So you can be ready for that interview and you can be ready for that new job. So make sure you tune in. Even if you missed it today, please share it with your friends, your family, anybody that's going through things. Please share it with them. I want to be here for them so we can sit down and talk about some things that can help them and lead them into the right direction. Welcome, welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome. The topic of today is discipline. All right? Talking about discipline. All right, a couple more examples of discipline is self-control. We gotta have self-control, people. There is no way to be disciplined if we don't have the fundamentals of self-control. All of the nuggets that I'm going to be giving today will be related to self-control. I care about you, the selfless boss. I got you. I'm gonna be right here for you every day from 5 to 8 p.m. All right, looks like we got a couple questions in the chat. Let's get with it. All right, let's get with a couple questions in the chat. All right, question number one. What is the appropriate way to handle a boss who overlooks your abilities and talents, especially if you're looking to move up in the workplace? What? That's a great one, right? That's a great one. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's a great question. Appreciate the engagement. First off, step number one, I will most definitely say examine yourself. Step number one, let's examine yourself. I know a lot of times we feel like our bosses are bossing us around. We're doing things and we're doing everything that we're doing, but sometimes we have to examine ourselves first. A lot of times, self examination is the number one cure to most problems with your boss. So, first step would be let's examine ourselves. Let's look at what talents we are actually providing on a daily basis. I would normally say write down a timeline script of what you did from the time you started work to the time you ended work. And I promise you, it's not nothing crazy. It's not nothing crazy at all. You can actually do this with just one sheet of paper and just write down, hey, 8 o'clock, I did this. I sent this email. Hey, I had a meeting at 9 o'clock. Hey, I did this, for my lunch, or I talked to my boss at this time. A lot of times you can find out that a lot of the issues that we're having is just basic communication and engagement. Kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm paying attention to my audience. I'm reading. I'm listening. I'm also trying to make sure that what I'm giving you is of value. And I think a lot of times when we work with bosses that overlook our abilities and our talents, it's a lot of times because we're not communicating those things. We might have them inside of us, but we're not giving them that value so that way that they can see it. A lot of times we have to be able to go and approach people and give them the things that they are seeking within us. Nothing is wrong with that. And it, like you said, especially if you're looking to move up in the workplace, most definitely look at the organization. Check the organization out. Look and see how the leaders are. Are they examples that you want to follow? Are they people that you want to follow? Or are they just people that have a title? Because a lot of people have titles with money on the title, but when you take all of that away, there's no leadership there. There's no discipline. There's no discipline. Some people just have a position and money. And that's what I'm here for. That's what we're here to dissect and talk about. So if you're working with bosses that don't seem to care about you, that don't seem to value you or appreciate you, maybe you need to visit my website. Maybe you need to look into saying, hey, I need to update my resume. Hey, maybe I need to talk to the stressless boss to see what's going on. What are my real true issues? But number one, I'm going to say self evaluate yourself. Take the time to look at what you're actually doing and how you can either make that greater, or if you feel like you're overdoing it, then maybe tone it down a little bit and find a better way of communicating and expressing what you have going on. There's always a different road to the direction that you're trying to get to. There's always a different road to the destination or direction that you're trying to get to. You just have to take the time sometime and really analyze what's going on. Now, not all situations are clear. Now, I will say that, all right? Not all situations are clear. Yeah, not all of them clear, y'all. So I'm a living witness too. There are some times where you can be at work giving your all, doing your best. You can be giving your best to your job, right? And a lot of times it get overlooked because they have situations and they have plans within their own organization that they want to do with you. And a lot of times you're not going to know about it. You're not going to know about it. Okay. A lot of things happen behind the scenes when it comes to management that us, we, the people, whether you're a boss or you're a supervisor or you're a manager or you're a regular contributor or you're on a team, a lot of things happen behind the scenes. A lot of things will not be there for you to know all the time. So in those situations, I just ask that if you have anything that allows you to ground yourself, be able to like pray and consult. someone else, consult me, the Stressless Boss. Get on live. Let's talk about it. I'll send you the link. We can talk about it. We can dive into. I got questions. I got a list of questions that I like to ask my interviewers to see what's the situation. But if you're really willing to move up in the company, nothing is absolutely wrong with that. That is amazing. But just make sure that you have step number one intact. And that step number one that we're talking about today is discipline. You want to make sure that you have discipline locked in. Because if we don't have discipline locked in, which we're going to dive into, we haven't even gotten to step one yet, but we will be getting to step one soon. All right. I just want to get some more engagement. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, if you have any other questions, please add them in the chat. Please add them in the chat. Welcome to the Stressless Boss, where the topic that we're speaking of today is discipline. This is a place that you come to unwind and talk about that long day of work, or even if you're going to work and you probably had a stressful day. This is a space that I want to use to encourage you and motivate you to be great and be greater. Sometimes you got to remove yourself. Sometimes you got to go to a different place. Sometimes you got to find another valley. But it's all within you. You can do it. There's nothing that you cannot do. And I'm here for you, the Stressless Boss, to be here to coach you and guide you and motivate you into getting to the next level. You got to believe in you. You have to invest in you. Nobody else will, but you. You have to want it. You have to want it. All right, any other questions, please put them in the chat. If you guys have any other questions, please put them in the chat. We about to move into step number one. Step number one. All right, look like we got some more questions. What's up? Thank you, Miss L. Miss L coming through. Welcome, welcome. All right. All right, question we have right now. Let's get this up here. This back up here. All right. Let's get back into it. All right. All right, we got another question in the chat. Again, this is for engagement, people. This is for engagement and learning purposes. This is the first live going live on YouTube for the Stressless Boss. I will be here Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. to be here for you to talk about those difficult situations that you have at work, the bad bosses, and what type of solutions that we can come up with. So I can help motivate you, guide you, and put you in the right place. All right. All right. Seems like we got a question in the chat. The question reads, how do you work in a stressful environment? And how do you de-stress from the day? Now that's an amazing question. Thank you. 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 That's a great question. All right. How do you work in a stressful environment? Again, the number one principle, discipline. When you have discipline within yourself, it doesn't phase you. Things does not phase you when you have discipline. All right. Number one, you have to worry about clean up your space, clean up your trunk. That's topic number one. All right. In order for you to work in a stressful environment, maybe you need to clean your desk off. Maybe you need to take some stuff off your desk. Maybe you need to become a little bit more organized. Maybe you need to plan yourself, plan your day. So then it's not as stressful as you think it is. If you know what's going on, why not schedule everything? Why not write it down? Why not say, hey, at 8 o'clock, I got a meeting? If you know what's coming, then you know how to prepare for it. All right. So you got to practice discipline. Discipline is the number one rule that we're going to talk about in this podcast. Okay. And the number one thing, step number one is to clean out their trunk. Clean it out. That means your house. That means that back room. That means your trunk. That means anything that you do not have that's organized and you want to be successful, you got to clean up your own house first. You got to clean up that back room. You got to clean it up. You just got to. How else can you prepare for new things and for you to even deal with the stress if you don't have the space? If I keep getting Amazon packages at my door, right? Let's just use that as an example. I know a lot of y'all getting Amazon packages, right? If you keep getting Amazon packages at your door and they get filled up, who gonna grab the packages? Somebody gonna come by and grab them. Somebody gonna come by and get those packages. You won't even be able to open the door. Isn't that stressful? If you're trying to get out your door and you got so many Amazon packages sitting there and you cannot get out the door. Nah, nah, don't live like that. Nah, don't live like that. Do not live like that at all. Okay? Do not live like that. All right? The best way to live to deal with stress, you have to make space. You have to make space. Okay? In order to deal with stress, you have to make space. Because no matter what we deal with in life, you're going to have stress. There's going to be pressure. There is nothing that comes about that doesn't have any form of pressure. There is nothing. And again, if you're joining us live, welcome, 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 welcome to the Stressless Boss, where we sit here and we dive into your stressful workday, the things that you went through. Let's talk about some resources, some resolutions, some development, some motivation. Let's get into that. Topic number one again is discipline. Step number one, clean out that trunk, clean out your room, clean out your office desk, take off all them notepads that you haven't looked at in like 2 years, sheets of paper that you made copies of that you haven't used in a decade, shoes that you got in the back of your trunk. Like, let's do a clean sweep. We just finished Q1. All right. We just finished Q1. Now we're diving into Q2. It's time to clean up. It's time to clean up. All right. In order to be disciplined, you got to make room for new things. All right. All right. The next part of the question is, how do you de stress from the day? Me personally, I like to chill, sit down for a minute, take everything off, and just relax. A lot of y'all come home and y'all don't even sit down. A lot of y'all come home, you don't even take 10 minutes to yourself. You gotta put some time in there for you, okay? You gotta put some time in there for you, all right? You got to. You cannot deal with stress and don't take time for yourself. You have to take time for yourself. Timing is the best thing that God made on this earth, okay? Timing is the best thing that God made on this earth, all right? You have to use your time wisely. You have to plan it. You have to be organized. You just can't wake up every morning and just be like, oh, I'm gonna go do this. Nah, 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 that ain't what we do. Nah. The way to live through life is you have to plan. You have to be proactive. That is how you're going to be able to deal with stress. And then how to de-stress, you're going to have to take the time to relax yourself. You have to do this. You cannot go day by day and continue to just go and go and go and go and go and go. You have to understand taking time for yourself is very, very vital for your health, for your family, for your mindset, and also for the workplace. You gotta have that time, okay? You have to have that. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and move along. We're gonna go into step number two. Step number two, which is routine. All right, people, in order to practice discipline, step number two is your routine. What are you doing every day? What are you planning? What have you organized to be successful? If you want to get to the next level, you have to develop a good routine. And just to go back to step number one, clean out that trunk, clean out that office desk, take them old notes away, take away everything you haven't used last year. Everything you didn't use in 2024, you should throw it away. I'm telling you right now, you should throw it away. You know why? Because you didn't use it. If it's something that you did not use, meaning that it's not a need for you, you can make space for something else or something better. You have to make space. All right. And in order to do that, you got to do some self reflection. You got to self reflect on yourself and say, you know what? I ain't got to have this. I know I haven't used this in a year. I know I haven't looked at this in 2 years. Then why you still got it on your desk? Then why you still got it in your drawer? Why is it still there? Why? But that's what we're here for. I'm here, the stressless boss, Dan the man, to help you go through the process of calm leadership. All right. I want to help guide you guys into calm leadership. Calm leadership is the ability to understand how to manage under stress. That is calm leadership. Everybody in here has that ability. Everybody. Everybody walking this earth has the ability to practice calm leadership. We all do. But a couple things that we lack in order to get there is discipline. You got to have discipline. And in order to start that process of discipline, you got to clean out your stuff, make space. Got to empty out that truck. Step number two, you got to come up with a good routine. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different results. It doesn't work that way. This is the first podcast that I'm going live to open up myself and to practice and understanding what struggles I have when I'm speaking, what struggles I'm having with my image, what struggles I'm having with audio, what struggles I'm having with lighting. All struggles lead you to your next success. All struggles do. There is nothing that will take you farther in life than your failures. There is nothing in life that will take you farther than your failures. You have to believe that in your mind and in your heart. That nothing in life can be achieved if you do not have discipline. So here's the stressless boss. That's what I'm here for, to help guide you guys through those tough days that you had at work, those tough nights that you had struggling thinking about work. I want to help guide you and put you on the right path, the right way. And the first way to start is through discipline. All right? There is nothing that's going to happen great without discipline. All right? All right, we're going to go ahead and move into the routine. All right? All right, routine is very important. What do you do in the morning? Let me get a 7 in the chat if you have a routine. If you have a routine, put a 7 in the chat. All right, put a 7 in the chat. If you got a routine, let's put a 7 in the chat. Let me see some sevens. If you got a routine, I will. We will one day talk about it. Maybe I'll have you up on the show if you have a routine. All right. I have a routine. I mean, I probably made one yesterday to prepare for today, but that's a start. And that's what's important. Understanding where to start and how to start is the best way to be on your path to success. And the only way to get there is through discipline. All right. The key points that I'll be sharing with you guys tonight will help guide you and put you on that level of greatness. You want to be a great leader? You want to practice calm leadership? Go ahead. Go ahead and put these principles to work and see how great that they inspire your life. Just see how great that these principles that I'm sharing with you today inspire you to grow in your personal and professional life. Okay? Welcome, welcome. Hey, put sevens in the chat. Put seven in the chat if you have a routine. And I mean a real routine. Not a joke. Not a I wake up whenever I want to wake up, okay? Nah, if you got a routine, put a seven in the chat. I like this song. Y'all like this song? All right, all right. If you got a routine, put seven in the chat. Put seven in the chat. Welcome, welcome to the live. If nobody else has joined the live that you shared it with, hit them up. Hit them up. Send them a chat. Say, hey, where you at? Welcome to the live. All right, all right. All right, let's dive back into it. Let's dive back into it. Again, thank y'all for joining. Thank y'all for joining the live. And welcome to the Stressless Boss, where I'm here to talk to you about how to be successful and how to deal with bad bosses. All right. But in order to get to the path to success, you have to be disciplined. All right. Point number one we talked about, just to go through a review. Point number one is making sure we clean up our mess. All right. We got to clean up. We have to organize. We have to plan. All right. Which goes into point number two, which is routine. You have to make a routine for yourself. All right. You have to make sure that if you want to wake up at 5 o'clock and start working, and then maybe at 8 o'clock, you want to go to the gym, maybe after 11 o'clock, you want to go eat a snack or lunch or something like that. And then you want to plan the rest of your day. But you have to have a routine to be successful. In order for me to be here on time, I had to plan. I had to understand what it is I needed, how do I need to prepare, do I have all the tools, am I in the right headspace to get ready to come on this podcast and talk to you guys. But I want to do it because I care. I'm here because I care. And if you guys care and you know anybody else that needs help and direction and light and motivation, please send them to me. Please send them to me. All right? Please send them to me. All right, so that's the next value, which is routine. So creating a routine is step number two. Step number three is take inventory of the people in your circle. Yeah. Step number two is taking inventory of the people in your circle. All right. And that's very important because sometimes it's good to get out Sometimes you got to get out of places. Like when you're involved with people that aren't going into the direction in which you want to go, you have to remove yourself sometimes. Sometimes the people you connect yourself with hinders you from your growth. Sometimes it's very challenging to understand that, hey, I want to be great, but I surround myself around people that complain. I surround myself from around people that don't clean up their old stuff. They keep stuff in the trunk. They don't clean up behind themselves. They're not organized. They don't have a routine, but you're still hanging around these people. You have to take the time to understand the people you have in your life. You have to understand that. I grew up hearing the saying, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes it's not true. But in my experience, I'm a living witness to tell you that the people that I hang around, they're winners. They love. They have an understanding. They have guidance. They practice mentorship. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to provide those values to people that were just like me. And that's why sometimes you got to take inventory of people. Sometimes you got to check yourself out and understand that, hey, this ain't where I want to be. So you have to put yourself in places with people of where you want to be. This is just the beginning. This is the first episode of the Stressless Boss, where I'm here to speak with individuals and motivate them and inspire them to be great, to deal with stress, to deal with bad bosses, to make better decisions, to change their career. That's what I'm here for. And I'm going to be here Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m., so I can talk to you guys. Try to stay on as long as I can. All right? Well, welcome to the live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, I got another saying for you guys that I heard. There's another saying that I heard. All right? And it's something that just came to mind. It's very impressive to understand that. Let me turn this down a little bit. It's very impressive to understand that the black sheep of the family that always get up after failure, y'all know who that is? I'm going to say it. That's you. That's the GOAT. If you tuned in and you looking at this live podcast right now, more than likely, you're that sheep. You're that sheep that keeps failing. Nothing is wrong with failure. Don't get it twisted. Nothing is wrong with failure. The problem with failure is when you fail and you give up and you quit. That's the problem with failure. You don't want to be that type of sheep. If you want to be the GOAT, you're going to keep getting up. You're going to keep getting up. So remember that. The black sheep of the family that always gets up in the time of failure, that's the GOAT. I said it. That's the GOAT. All right. And I'm going to keep it at 100. That's the GOAT. That's the person that wants to see that W. They want to see that W. And they're not going to give up. They're going to keep getting back up. You know why? Because they got that thrive. They got that discipline. See, one thing about discipline, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee through discipline. But what it is, it's a process. And that process will lead you to the path of success. I promise you that. The more I get on here and I practice and I'm coaching and I'm helping individuals with their resume I'm helping individuals with their cover letter. And I'm helping individuals with their image. I'm helping individuals with the way they speak, the way they present themselves. That's what you need, people. You need to have the discipline. You need to have the guidance. You need to have the guidance to say, hey, I got to clean some stuff up. I got to empty some stuff out of my room. I got to empty some stuff out of my closet. I got to empty some stuff off my desk. I got to throw some old notepads away. I got to, because where I'm at is not where I want to be. So if you're somewhere that you don't want to be, you got to change. You got to change. But before you change, let's start with discipline. Start with discipline first. Then you will know how to change. Then you will know how to make adjustments. Then you will know who to let go. Then you will know who to keep in your life. It's all about the people you keep around you. You got to keep the right people around you. You got to keep the right people around you. You cannot be successful doing the same thing the wrong way. You can't be. All right? You can't. It's just impossible. You got to make sure that you understand there's a process to everything that you do. Nothing is going to be handed to you. Nothing is going to just be given to you with no type of cost, with no type of pressure, with no type of understanding or exchange. You have to do the work. You have to be motivated. And that's what I'm here. So every day you guys come and visit this page on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook. If you haven't found me on Facebook, we have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, and it's all the same name. Consistency. All right? All the same name. Guest Career Services. All right? If you would like to follow us there, please give us a like and follow. And also, if you're on YouTube and you're watching, please subscribe. Please subscribe and like. The more we get, it feeds the algorithm, right? I appreciate the love. All right, we're gonna keep moving. All right. So the last topic that we was talking about was taking inventory of people. You want to make sure you got the right type of people in your life for where you want to go. And I'm a big advocate for that. If you want to be a hairstylist, you need to be hanging around hairstylists. You want to be a barber, you need to hang around barbers. If you want to be a wife, you need to be hanging around wives. You want to be a husband, same thing for men. You want to be a husband, you want to be a leader. You need to put yourself in rooms with people and network with people that are leaders and not just the ones with the titles. There are a lot of people that's walking around here with just titles. It's sad to say, but that's just what it is. That's just what it is. A lot of people walking around here with titles. They're getting paid and they got a title. Once you take all of that away, they don't have that. They don't have no discipline. They don't clean up. How many bosses have y'all had? They got dirty desks. They got paper everywhere on the desk that's not organized. There's no organized on the desk. There's notepads all over their back page or their back wall. That's not the way. That's not the way. But I'm here to help you guys lead you into the right direction of being successful. And number one, you got to clean up that stuff. You got to make room and make space for new things. That's number one. All right. Number two is practice your routine. You got to have a routine for yourself. All right. You got to make sure that you're planning your day. You're pre planning for tomorrow. Tomorrow, there will be a different topic. Today is discipline. Tomorrow is a different topic. So please stay tuned in for tomorrow's episode. All right. Maybe we have a guest or two. All right. But I want to be prepared for that. So you want to make sure you have a routine. You want to You want to make sure you clean stuff up, make space for new stuff, make a routine. Third step is that you want to take an inventory of the people that you have in your life. And if you want to be around and become who you want to be, you got to be around those people. You got to make those relationships. You got to make those connections with those individuals so that way you can grow. All right. And like I said, the saying that I just gave, the black sheep of the family always gets up after failure because they gonna be the goat. They gonna be the one that y'all gonna be calling. Oh man, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. I got this going on. Or I need this, or I need, money. Like I'm a prime example, right? When I shared this podcast, some of my family members thought I was asking for money. They thought I was asking for money. I was not asking for no money. I was not. I was just simply asking them to like and subscribe. That's it. But when you send something, it's like, oh, you're asking for money. No, everything that has been created has been planned and it has been established and it has been executed. And that's why I'm here to share these gifts with you guys today, to let you know that you're not in this alone. You're not in this alone. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you and guide you and put you on the right path. But you got to take the inventory of the people that you keep around you. You have to. There's just no way around it. You have to be able to say and understand, hey, I need you in my life. Hey, I don't need you in my life. There's no ill will or no hurtful feelings or no negativity behind it. Sometimes you got to let some stuff go. You have to let stuff go sometimes to get you where you want to be. I was listening to the pastor yesterday as we were at church, me and my wife, right? And so as we were at church, the pastor was telling us a story. I don't want to get the name messed up. I don't want to get the name messed up, but yeah. But I think it was Jonah. I don't want to get it messed up at all, but I believe it was a story about Jonah that was he was on a boat, right? And so as they were traveling on the boat, right, things were not going right at all. They were like the boat was shaking. There was a storm, but Jonah wanted to be on that boat. Jonah wanted to be on that boat. I don't know where they were going, but Jonah had to get up off that boat, okay? He had to get up. He had to get up off that boat, okay? Because the people on there, they were true servants. They were really true servants, okay? And because they were true servants, they knew that something had to be wrong with the individual that got on that boat because they didn't have no issues before. They knew they didn't have any issues before until Jonah got on the boat. And so when Jonah got on the boat, they started having problems. They started having issues. And because they started having issues, they realized, yo, you know what? We gotta throw Jonah off this boat. we got we gotta throw him off the boat because he ain't the boat is not traveling right, right? So in life, sometimes we have to understand that if we're not moving in a direction that we want to go, we got to let some stuff go. And you have to take inventory of people. You have to understand that the people you hang around, do you want to be like them? Or you want to go where they're going? Or you want to stay where you at? Sometimes we get into that comfort zone. Nothing's wrong with the comfort zone. But that's the most dangerous place to be. That's the most dangerous place to be. Because things will come and bite you. You don't realize it. It'll come and bite you. If you haven't updated your resume, if you haven't updated your cover letter, if you have never had a one-on-one coaching with anybody in regards to your career, please visit my website at www.guestcareerservices.com. If you need any assistance, we provide one-on-one coaching at a very low cost. I'm telling you, that price you're not gonna beat. You're not gonna beat that. You're not gonna beat one-on-one coaching at that price. You're not. So if you need any coaching, please visit my website at www.guestcareerservices.com. All right. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. We have Instagram, a YouTube. All right. Please follow us. All right. We're going to keep moving on. So, again, if you just now getting here, welcome, 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 welcome. All right. A couple things. Topic number one we're talking about today is discipline. All right. The number one thing, you got to clean up that mess. You got to make space for new things. You got to clean out that trunk. All right. Step number one. Step number two is create a routine. I'm going to keep moving. Just want to make sure I'm educating and providing value to you guys. Make sure you create a routine. All right. Number three is take an inventory of the people that you have around you. All right. You want to make sure that you're understanding that where you're trying to go, you're talking to those people. All right. You're interacting, you're engaging with the people that you want to be one day. All right. You have to make sure that we do that. All right. Step number four. Y'all ready for step number four? Y'all ready? All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Step number four is practical practice achieving small goals every day. Okay. So every day, I want you to be able to be practical every day. Every day, I want you to be practical with practicing those three steps that I've given you. All right. The first thing was cleaning out. The next thing was creating a routine. Step number three is take inventory of people. Step number four is practicing all of those routines that I just given you every day. You got to start attacking things every day, little by little. There's no magic button. There's no magic pill that you can take to say, oh, okay, I watched this YouTube channel. I watched Dan the Man on the Stressless Boss, and now I just got it. It doesn't work like that. You have to take these steps every day. You have to practice every day. You have to work it out every day. You have to think about it every day. That's the part of discipline, folks. That's the part of discipline. There is no way to get to success and you do not practice. If you do not practice, you're not gonna get better. You're just not. There's nothing that you're going to be able to be great at if you don't practice. But practice again, gotta be disciplined. You gotta get you some knowledge. You gotta get the right type of people around you. You gotta remove all that negativity, all that waste, all the people that's not doing nothing for you in your life. You can't keep all that stuff. You gotta let that stuff go. You gotta let it go. All right, you gotta work on how to improve yourself in your life every day because you are the only person that's living your life. It's only you. It's only you, everybody. That's it. It's only you. Nobody else living this life besides you. So you are the number one contributor to your own success. But if you don't have discipline, you don't have the right vehicle to get there. You're just not. You're just not gonna have the right vehicle to get there. All right. So make sure you guys stay disciplined. All right, and practice what it is that I just gave you. If you put those things into practice, I promise you, you'll get this. I promise you, you'll get this. If you put those four things into practice, those three things into practice, you're gonna be great. Because number one, you're gonna have a trash can of stuff that you need to throw away. And that's good. That's step number one, making space. Step number two, you're going to have a routine, meaning that you're going to have a plan for yourself every day. You're going to schedule and organize, get your iPhone out and get your calendar and say, hey, you know what? I'm doing this tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm doing this tomorrow at 10. I'm doing this at 11. I'm telling you, that's the best way to be successful is to plan, routine. All right. Number three, take inventory of the people that you have around you. I ain't say cut everybody off. No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying cut everybody off. I ain't saying cut everybody off. But what I am saying is look at where you want to go and network with the people. That's all I'm saying. Network with the people. Get into the right spaces. Get into the right places. Have the right type of conversations. All right? Everything's possible. Everything is possible. But you got to have discipline. You gotta have discipline. You gotta eliminate some things. You gotta take some stuff off your plate. All right? You gotta form a routine. Step two. All right? I know I keep going over and over it, but I really want to get it in. Because a lot of people in life, they're not doing these things. They've forgotten all about discipline. You have people that just creating TikToks all day. That's it. That's all they're doing. That's not life. That's not success. That's not substance. Discipline is substance. Discipline is something everybody can learn and adapt. Discipline is something that you started up having. If we all go back to the times where we were growing up and we were with our mom and our grandma, discipline was one of those things. I remember going to the bank back in the day and I would see, other kids that didn't look like me and they'd be running around the bank, okay? Running around the bank, like having a good time. But me? Nah, I couldn't do that. I could not do that. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, I couldn't do that. Mm-mm. But you know why? Because my parents and my grandparents had to instill discipline. They had to instill discipline. They had to let us know that, hey, it is unsafe to not be beside me. Anything can happen. I mean, how many times we get an Amber Alert? How many times people get an Amber Alerts? I know I shut mine off. I shut mine off. Because you know what? Them Amber Alerts, I don't know if they're like true or what, but it just seems very a little bit cliche. I'm not saying it's not important. I do feel like everything is important, and I do wish the best for those people. But it does get a bit of annoying to get those Amber Alerts, I must say. But just to go back to that, those Amber Alerts have to come out. You know why? They lack discipline. They lack discipline. If they had discipline, it wouldn't be no Amber Alerts. But because we have a huge lack of discipline in our society, we gotta have Amber Alerts, y'all. We gotta have it because we got people that just don't want to do right, and we don't have the community. Again, we don't have the right type of people behind us. We're not following the right people. Like right now, doing this live, I probably have maybe about 10 to 15 guests, and that's my goal. My goal is to at least get about 10 to 15 guests. But when I tell you, you gotta set a goal, you gotta have a routine, you gotta eliminate waste. All those things require discipline and dedication. You gotta have those things to be successful. There's no way around it. There's no way around it, people. You gotta have it in order to be great. You gotta have it. All right. Number four, tip number four is practice. Practice, practice, practice. If you guys look up Steph Curry, man, Steph Curry has shot so many basketballs. It's insane. I think he's shot in so many basketballs that I think the last time I checked, it was probably like 54 NBA gems that he would take up just from shooting basketballs. That's how many balls that Steph Curry shoots in his whole career. That's insane. But you know why he's so great? He practiced. He has discipline. He practiced. You gotta practice, people. You gotta practice these principles in order to be great, to be successful. If you're dealing with stress on your job, you gotta be disciplined. A lot of people don't want to hear this. A lot of people don't want to listen to this. But that's fine. But those that do, this is your path to success right here. You're not going to achieve anything without discipline. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. All right, so we're going to move on for practice. All right, the last topic that we're going to talk about. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? We ready? All right, all right. The last topic that we're going to talk about that relates to discipline is your character. If you have character, put a 3 in the chat. I'm turning the music up. Put a 3 in the chat if you got character. Make sure I'm engaging with the crowd. If you got character, put 3 in the chat. All right, after we talk about character, I want to invite some people into the live. So you're willing to come up. I got some questions for you, and then we'll go live, all right? Make sure you're ready. All right? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, y'all. Welcome. If you have character, let's put a 3 in the chat. You got character. That's topic number 5. And we're talking about discipline. All right, welcome. You guys just coming in, welcome again. Today we're talking about discipline. Happy Women's History Month and happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome. All right, if you got character, please put a 3 in the chat. That's the last topic for discipline, is character. If you have character, please put a 3 in the chat. All right, welcome, y'all. Welcome to the live. All right, I see we got some character out there. All right, you got to have character in order to be disciplined. You got to have some character. That's the final piece. That's the final piece. And you know why? Because character is you. Character is you. You got to bring yourself to the forefront. Okay, you got to bring yourself to the forefront. We're gonna dive into character here in a minute. All right, I'm about to send the link out. So please, if you want to join, please just click the link. All right, if you would like to join the live, please put a 2 in the chat. If you'd like to join the live, please put a 2 in the chat. I would love to hear how was your work day? How's your St. Patrick's Day going? I would love to hear any type of situations that we can talk about and dive into. If you would like to have more information and more value given to you, please put a 2 in the chat if you would like to have the link. And again, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we're going to go ahead and set it back up again to let listeners understand what we have been talking about today. So, the topic of today is discipline. In order to be successful, you have to have discipline. A couple steps that we talked about already that you have to have. You got to be able to clean up your space. You got to make room for new things. You got to make room in your mind to grow and develop, to learn, to process more. You have to make space. All right. Step number 2, you have to make a routine. You have to have a routine for the things that you want to complete. You have to have a routine in order to be successful. Okay. All right. Step number 3, you have to take inventory of the people that you have around you. Everybody say inventory, inventory. All right. You got to have inventory. You got to take inventory of the people that you have around you. Your circle is very important. In order for you to be great, you have to make sure that you're surrounding yourself, you're motivating yourself, you have people that are holding you accountable to get you where you want to be. All right, this is my first podcast. I'm looking for all criticism, all of it. I want all the smoke, all the smoke, all of it. All right, I want all of it. Because you know what I'm going to get back when we get done? I'm going to get that. Yeah, I'm going to get that. And you know why I'm going to get that? Because I have love for myself and I have people that have love that's around me. So no matter what criticism that I receive, it's just gonna make me better. It's just gonna make me better, all right? So you gotta remember that. You gotta remember that. All right? You gotta remember that. Failure is the best thing to happen. Remember that. Failure is the best thing to happen in your life. Failure teaches you values that nobody else can teach you. Nobody else can teach you anything greater than failure. All right. So the last topic that we're talking about today is character. All right. And the number one thing we're gonna dive into character is How do you invest in yourself, people? How? How do you invest in yourself? Really, when you think about it, as I talked about today, how you make time for yourself when you have a routine. Do you take 10 minutes to sit down and think and say to myself, hey, I had a long day. Hey, I know the kids want something to eat. Hey, I know my husband wants something to eat. Hey, I know that, my boss calling me after I done just left work. Hey, I know I got to go pay this bill. People, sometimes you have to take time for yourself. You have to make sure that your mental is in check. Don't burn yourself out. Don't do it. When you burn yourself out, you're going to miss these points back here. You're going to miss the points that I have. You're not going to clean up. You're not. You're not going to think about cleaning your desk off. You're not. You're going to keep repeating the cycle over and over and over again. And then you're going to come back and say, oh, I need a new job. Well, how you need a new job? Did you even work on disciplining yourself before you even got a new job? Do you have discipline? Because if you don't have discipline, no matter where you go, it's not gonna work out. It's just not gonna work out. You might think in your head it's gonna work out, but if you don't have discipline, it's not gonna work out. Some people are good at discipline, some people are not. But we have a lot of people walking around again, like I said, with just titles and money. That's it. That's all they got. Titles and money. They're not leading you. They're not directing you. They're not motivating you. Just look at your boss right now. When was the last time your boss said you did a great job and it wasn't a holiday? When is the last time your boss came up to you and said, I appreciate your work? Just think about it. When? When's the last time? It's probably been a very, very long time. Okay? Probably been a very, very long time. And that just goes to tell you that a lot of bosses are just titles. They just got a title. They're not trying to see you develop. They're not trying to give you no discipline. They're not trying to coach you. They're not giving you guidance. They're not helping you with your image. They're not helping you with the words that you're trying to speak. So, people, you have to wake up and understand that you have to be the first person of change. You have to be the first person, not nobody else. Nobody else can come in and help you with your career besides you starting to invest in yourself first. And you got to follow them principles. You got to cut some stuff out. Maybe you got to cut out Netflix. Maybe you got to cut out Instagram. Maybe you got to cut out picking up your phone. Maybe you got to cut out scrolling. Maybe you got to cut out drinking. Maybe you got to cut out shopping. But in order to grow, you're going to have to let some things go. You got to make space. You have to make space, people. There is no way to grow and to deal with stress if you do not make space and time for yourself. The greatest thing that we have on this earth is our time. I'm giving you my value time for 3 hours. We only been on here for an hour and 38 minutes. I got 3 hours to engage and reteach the information and the value that I'm trying to put out here in the world. I'm putting forth 3 hours every day of my own time to make sure I engage with individuals to help them grow and inspire them and motivate them. All I'm asking you guys to do, start with discipline, start with the process, and practice the process each day over and over and over again. Just the other day, I think I threw away probably about 5 pots and probably about 20 glasses. Like, really threw away some stuff. Really got some stuff out of the house. I think I had a room full of boxes, Amazon boxes. Now, this room that used to be filled with boxes, it's a studio, it's an office. But you know how that was able to come about? I had to make space. I had to throw away some stuff. I had to get rid of some things. And look at where I am today. Look at where we are today. If you're subscribed to this channel, you are here on the journey with something really, really great and positive. I have an amazing testimony to share, an amazing story to tell everybody. For those that know me and those that don't know me, there's life and purpose within each and every one of you. There is nothing that you can't do. Everything you can do, just put your mind to it. You can achieve it. I promise you. I promise you. But it takes discipline. It doesn't take good looks. It doesn't take good posts. It doesn't matter about the good posts. It doesn't matter about anything that's going viral. It matters what you do. That's what matters. It matters what you do. And that's what you have to live by. You have to live by understanding that you are the only person that can invest heavily into yourself. You know why? Because you know your problems. I don't know your problems. We all got problems. But when I tell you, the greatest thing is understanding how to deal with your problems, how to deal with the stress. But the only way you can get there, you have to invest in yourself. You have to invest in yourself. There's no way you're going to achieve greatness not investing in yourself. And that's why we're talking about character. That's the last topic of discipline, okay? You got to bring yourself to the picture. You got to bring it. You got to invest in yourself. So, my question to you guys is what actions are you taking to invest in yourself? What actions are you taking? Are you just waking up? Are you just getting up every day? Are you just going to sleep when you want to go to sleep? Or are you planning your day? Are you being proactive? Do you know what you're doing tomorrow? Do you know what's coming in the mail? Do you know what packages you have delivering to you? Because all of these things are very vital in our day to day life. And there is no way you can be stressed less if you don't practice discipline. I want everyone that joins this live, that's watching this live, to understand in order to deal with bad bosses, you got to discipline yourself first. You got to take self examination of you. You got to. You got to be able to say, hey, I haven't been doing no routine every day. I've been going to the bathroom every hour at work. I've been sitting at my desk eating hot Cheetos. I've been watching YouTube while I'm at work. That's not proactive. That's not discipline. You won't get anywhere by cheating the system. Eventually, it will all catch up to you. That's why character is important. Character is very important because you bring your personality, your own experiences, your own wisdom, your own intellect. You bring all of that into play when you want to be successful. That is the one thing that makes everyone unique. Character. And that's why discipline shouldn't even be a bad thing. Discipline should not be looked at as something terrible or a process that I'm so scared of. It should never be that. Discipline should be only the process to understand how to express my own personal character. That's what truly discipline is. And that's the true only nugget that you need to know and understand how to deal with stress at work. When things happen at work, do I get mad? No. Why I don't get mad? Well, for one, I know the process. For one, I'm disciplined. For one, I have guidance. For one, I have people that I can go to, that I can lean on, that I can ask for guidance and wisdom in a direction in which I'm going, or whatever the problem that I'm dealing with. People, your network is your net worth. That's right. Your network is your net worth. All right. You have to remember that. You have to understand that your character is what makes you special. That's the one sauce that nobody else can replace. Everybody on TikTok is copying everybody. All the Instagram gurus, they copying everybody. All the YouTubers, they're copying everybody. You have to have your own character, but you got to have discipline in that. You have to invest in yourself. You have to have the I can do attitude. You have to have the ability to say, you know what, this might be hard temporarily, but I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it. You know why? Because you see it through. Y'all know what the GOAT is? If you guys just now tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to tell y'all what the GOAT is. The GOAT is that sheep in the family that keeps getting up every time they fail. Every time they fail. That's the GOAT. You know why? They're not afraid of fear. They're not afraid of fear. They're not. And the next part of character is criticism. Like I said before, I'm ready for all the smoke. I'm ready. I'm ready for all the smoke, y'all. You know, this is my first podcast ever. And everything that I have done, I have followed these steps right here. I've been disciplined. I had to clean this room out, make space. I had to form a routine. I had to put things together, order things, wait till they get here, practice my timing. Then I had to get on this platform and practice. I had to practice. I had to make sure that I had what it takes to get on this camera and share with you guys the truth, to deal with issues in the workplace. I'm here for you. And I'm going to be here for you every day, Monday through Friday, from 5 to 8 p.m. I will be here for you. Right now, we're at an hour and 47 minutes. We good. We Gucci. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. All right, now is the time for any type of Q&A. Any questions you guys have, please put in your questions in the comment, please. Please put your questions in the comment. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Stressless Boss. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Any type of questions, please let me know. Please let me know what questions you guys have. Please ask them in the chat. Again, welcome to the Stressless Boss, where we sit down and we talk about how your day was at work, how things are going, any issues that you have, any way that we can help and give advice. And sometimes you just got to update that good old resume. So make sure you visit the website www.guestcareerservices.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome back to the live stream. All right, looks like we got some more questions in the chat. That's good. Thank you for those questions. All right, if you're still joining and you just joining the live, please, 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 let me know where you're from. Please like and subscribe. Again, I'll be here, the Stressless Boss, from 5 to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. So let's talk about what happened at work. All right, let's talk about it. All right, we got a question in the chat. It says, when do you know when it's time to change jobs? Woo-wee, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. I would say, I would say most definitely, um, number one tactic, I would say, are you happy? Are you happy at what you're doing at work? If you're happy with what you're doing at work, then maybe you need to stay there. Maybe. There's still a maybe out there. All right. And the reason why I say maybe is because it depends on where you see yourself. And if you're following the principles that we got at being disciplined, you're going to be halfway there because you will know and you will be networking with people and you will be around the people that you want to become one day. Okay. So sometimes you have to look at your situation. You have to look at your work schedule, your work life balance, understanding if you're happy with your job. Are you receiving any type of promotions? Are you receiving any type of gratitude? If you're happy there and you're receiving all of those things, don't leave. Stay. Stick it out. A lot of times people leave jobs just because for the money. and I can count on one finger, a couple fingers, that I can say I've left a job for the money. And sometimes you have to do what you got to do. I mean, if you got kids, you got mortgage, you got a lot of bills to pay for. Sometimes you have to change jobs. Sometimes you know that due to your circumstance that you have to get another position. You have to do something to make more income. The society we live in, people, it is not cheap at all. It's not cheap at all. You have to be driven. You have to be willing to understand that you got to do what it takes. I made a post today. You got to do what it takes whenever the odds are stacked against you, right? You got to do what it takes. So sometimes, if you're not in a good position at your workplace, you need to visit my website and update your resume. You need to get you a cover letter. You need to have a one-on-one coaching session to make sure that your image and the words that you're using during your interview, that you're prepared. Because nothing can be gained without preparation. Nothing can be gained without preparation. All right, you gotta have preparation. You gotta prepare for what's coming and for what you want. There is no way that you can get there if you don't have that. Okay, you have to be able to prepare and be ready for the next job. And there's a lot of other things that we can go into when it comes to getting that next job. Do you know the people that's at that job? Do you know your schedule? Do you know the pay? Do you know how the manager manages the team? Do you know how HR operates? Those are a lot of indicators that you need to understand before you change a job. You want to make sure you have a smooth transition into that job before you just take it. All right? You want to make sure that you have what it takes to stick with that job and not just for the money. Because when you're in leadership or whatever it is that you're choosing to do, you got to be willing to stand the rain. You got to be willing to stay in the ring. You can't just get out the ring because something happens you don't like. You can't just move on like that. You got to plan your steps. You have to be disciplined to follow a process. You have to understand how to eliminate waste. You have to understand how to get a routine. You have to understand the people you have around you. Maybe you don't like your job because you're talking to somebody that's full of drama. Maybe you don't like your job because you see people doing stuff that you don't get to do. Maybe you don't like your job because people don't have to come to work like you do. They don't have to be as dedicated as you do. There are numbers, thousands of reasons why people don't like their jobs. But that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to talk and engage with people with understanding. Hey, you're not alone. You're not alone in this. You're not alone in this. You have someone here that's willing to hear what you have to say, to vent and unwind, and let's talk about it. If you're ready to leave your job, call in, talk to me. I'll put the link in the description. I'm gonna put the link in the description right now. If you would like to join and talk to me about what happened at work, come on right in. Come join the studio. We are already 2 hours in. If you would like to join the live and get up here and talk, and don't be scared, believe me, there's no fear. Daniel's here. All right? There's no fear. Daniel's here. So if you would like to join the live, please click the link below. I just put it in the description. Well, it's inside the chat. So if you would like to join as a guest, please go ahead and join. All right? Please join. Let's have a conversation. All right? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Welcome. Hey, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask any questions. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Stressless Boss, where we talk about that hard day at work, all the stress that you went through. Let's talk about some challenges and some opportunities that can get you to the next level. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the room. Please copy the link inside the chat if you would like to get on live. If you would like to get on live, please copy the link in the chat. All right. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the Stressless Boss. All right. Again, if you have any friends or family, please reach out to them. Let them know, hey, they having a rough day at work. Let them know the Stressless Boss is here for them. All right. I'm here to motivate, inspire, and give guidance. All right. We're going to make sure that we practice what we preach. All right. We'll make sure. Welcome, 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 welcome to the live stream. All right. Let's take a moment to review a couple topics that we went over already. All right. Again, we're talking about discipline. All right. And within discipline, there are a couple attributes that you have to follow in order to practice discipline. Okay. Number one, you have to be able to eliminate waste. All right. You got to be able to remove some things. You got to throw some stuff away. You got to throw out them old notepads, them old sheets of papers, them books that you ain't read in years. Well, maybe you should keep the books because they got knowledge in them. But if you're not using it, get rid of it. Make space. All right. If it's in your iPhone or your trunk, you want to remove those things so that way you can make space for things that are new to come, right? All right, the second thing you want to do is form a routine. In order to be disciplined, you got to practice a routine every day. You have to be able to understand that, hey, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm ready. I'm prepared. I got my outfit ready. I got my suit ready. I got my shoes clean. I got my hair ready. I'm ready to go for tomorrow. That is the best way to live your life, people. Have a routine. It's not hard. We got these iPhones in our hands, right? Everybody got an iPhone. All right. Use it. Put it to work. Come on now. Put it to work. You can do it. Come on, put it to work. You can use that iPhone and set a schedule. It's not hard. But you gotta practice these steps every day. You gotta clean up. You gotta make room for new stuff. You gotta set a routine. All right. You gotta take an inventory of the people you hanging around, the people you talk to. A lot of times you don't need drama in your life. A lot of times you don't. Majority of the times you want to have some peace when you get home. You don't want to come home to drama. You want to come home to peace. You want to be able to say, "Hey, I had a long day at work. Let me see what's going on. Let me stick it out. Let me chill when I get home." You need to take an inventory of the people that you have around you, because a lot of times those people can be holding you back. They can really hold you back, and you got to be able to find out whether that person is needed in your life or they're not needed in your life. because when you let stuff go, you're able to move and transition to the new sector of your life, especially after you have eliminated the waste of things that you haven't been using, that haven't been no value to you. All that stuff you have in the garage, all that stuff you have in your back trunk, all those heels and shoes that you haven't worn in years. Man, I just gave away 3 shoes yesterday. I gave away 3 shoes, a TV, and some food I had in the refrigerator. I mean, I'm just saying, people, you have things that can be a gift to other people. Each and one of you have that gift inside of you. We all have that gift. There is no reason to hold on to things when it could be a blessing to someone else. That's why I'm taking 3 hours out of my day every day to provide value to you guys every day. Whether I get 10 views or 15 views, it's fine because I'm doing what I'm called to do. I'm doing what my purpose is to do. I'm doing what I know I'm great at doing. And that's what I'm trying to help you do. But you got to have a discipline. You can't get there if you do not have discipline. You got to be able to say, hey, I don't need to look at this right now. You got to be able to say, hey, I need to put this down right now. You got to be able to say, hey, I can't talk to you today. You got to be able to put these things at the forefront of your life. You should be living life the way you want to live, people. Hello? Hello? You should be wanting to live life the way you want to live it. And every day you wake up, you should be getting this. Okay? Every day you wake up, this is what you should be getting. You should be kissing life every day you wake up. You know why? Because every day is a new opportunity, people. It's a new opportunity to learn, to grow, develop, encourage, to help. But I don't know what it is in today's age that we just have to consume everything. We got to keep everything. We got to consume everything. We don't want to get rid of nothing. And it makes no sense. We have millions and millions of people that are in need of things. I give away stuff every day. I'm giving away something today. I'm giving away a free mentorship program to a young man in the age of 18 to 24 for free. For free, people. All you got to do is put your son's name in the chat, send me an email or comment and let me know, and I will get back with you. I will. Sometimes people value is of the essence. And if you have any son or young man in the ages of 18 to 24 that wants to be mentored, send them my way. I have an open door policy when it comes to mentorship. I have a lot of people around me that are wonderful mentors. I have a lot of people around me that are wonderful encouragers. I have a lot of people around me that are very wealthy. I have a lot of people around me that have understanding and guidance. But you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined. You got to be able to say, I don't need that right now. You got to be able to put these things into practice. They have to be practiced. It can't just be, I listen to this and I'm out. And that's fine if that's what it is. But you know what? I'm doing this for the greater good. This is for the greater good. It don't matter what you look like. You don't have to look like me. You don't have to talk like me. But one thing I can tell you is that there is a lot of value in discipline. There's a lot of value in discipline. And when you understand this process and you actually practice it every day, I guarantee you, you will see progress. I guarantee you will see progress because discipline changes things. That's the only way you'll be able to change things with anybody or anything if you have discipline. If you lack discipline in any type of way, you're not ready for change. You're just not ready. You can only change when you are disciplined. And that's a proven fact. Ask all the sports agents, ask all the people that play basketball, ask the football stars, ask anybody that's successful. You have to be disciplined, people. You have to. So to deal with stress at work, you have to be able to say, let me check myself first. Let me self-evaluate what I'm doing. Let me see if my desk is dirty. Let me see if I'm not organized. Let me see if I'm expressing dysfunction. Let me see, do I have a positive routine that's proactive, that has value? Let me see if I'm hanging around the riff raff, as people say in back in the day. Let me see if I'm hanging around the riff raff, or I'm really hanging around people that are of value to the company. Am I really putting myself in places that people will look up to me, or I'm hanging around people that the company does not value? You have to think about that. You have to think about what you're doing because you are your sole contributor to your own life. You're the person that's going to get up in the morning, put your clothes on, get in the car, drive to that job, and try to do your best. If you care about doing your best, if you care about being of value, if you care about discipline, you will be successful. You will be successful. But you can't be that way if you do not have any type of discipline. And that's what I'm here. I'm here to coach you and guide you, motivate you, and inspire you to be great, to become something better than where you are today. That's why I'm here. That is my passion and my purpose. And I will be here every day from 5 to 8 p.m. to help you and guide you and listen to you, to be ear to hear. Whatever stresses that you're dealing with, don't be nervous to get up here. Don't be nervous. It's my first day. It's my first day on the job, people. It's my first day. What? Like, what are we talking about? It's my first day on the job. So if I'm not nervous, why you not nervous? Well, why are you nervous? That's what I would say. Why are you nervous? If I'm nervous, I can't even get my words right. But hey, I'm up here. You know what I mean? But you know what? That's the beauty in character. The beauty in character is knowing who you are as a person, to realize and accept your own mistakes and get up and do it again. You just gonna get up and do it again. It's okay tomorrow. I'm doing the same thing tomorrow. But I bet you I'll be a little bit more prepared. I'll be a little bit more ready. I'll be a little bit more engaging. But what I have to say today is that I'm so thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for everybody that showed up. I'm thankful for all the comments that came in today. I'm thankful for all the likes. Because people, you have to start somewhere. Don't let nobody look at you and tell you that you're nothing. Don't let nobody look at you and tell you that you have a goal that's unachievable. Everything is achievable. Everything you put your mind to is achievable. But you got to have the discipline. You got to have that discipline back there. That's the reason why I have it in the back. I know you guys can probably not see it, but I'm gonna work on that tomorrow so it can be a little bit more clear. But there's a reason why that whiteboard is behind me, because what you have behind you is a part of you. It's a part of you. It's a part what makes up who you are. But you have to know it. You have to put it in here, and you have to practice it. It can't be something that you just pick up and put down and then forget about it the next day. Let's give an example for therapy, right? Everybody talks about therapy, 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 right? I'm a big advocate of therapy. I've been to therapy myself. But I promise you, I am not going to invest in myself and go to therapy and not remember the tools that I've gained from that interaction. Just like the tools you guys are getting today. Don't forget these tools that we're talking about. In order to deal with stress, to deal with a stressful boss, to deal with a negative or toxic environment, you have to be able to be disciplined. No matter if your friends fall through, no matter if your family fall through, no matter if your girl or your wife fall through, you have to stay disciplined. You got to stay on it, because that's the only vehicle that you're going to get to success. And that's a hint for tomorrow. After we get past discipline, we're going to be able to change people. You're going to be able to change your environment. You're going to be able to cultivate. You're going to be able to express yourself. But you cannot do that if you do not have discipline. You cannot do that. You have to understand that discipline is the number one attribute to change. All these people on the internet talk about you can change this and you can change that. Believe me, people, it won't happen. It won't happen. It will not happen if you do not have the discipline. Just being a buck. Just being a buck. You will never lose weight if you keep eating. You just won't. You just won't. You have to discipline yourself and then change. And then you got to be consistent with that change. And then you will see the results in your life. But that's why I'm here, the stressful boss, to talk to you guys about how was your work day? What happened? How your boss? How was your boss? How did they treat you? What did you accomplish? How was Q1? How's Q2 beginning? Let's talk about it. I have the link in the description, in the comment section. So if you're willing to get online, let's talk about it. It's easy. All you got to do is get on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, if you guys have any questions, please put them in the chat. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. This is the first live. This is the first live of the Stressful Boss. Let me know where you're from, where you calling from. Let's talk. Let's get on live and talk about it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, I got so many niggas for y'all. Y'all just don't know. I really hope that this podcast, this live stream, is very, very resourceful for y'all because I have a lot of nuggets to share with you guys. There's nothing wrong with fear. The only thing wrong with fear is your actions. Nothing wrong with fear. The only thing that's wrong with fear is your actions. If fear stops you from doing what you need to do, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. If fear stops you from getting to where you want to be and what you want to do in life, you're in trouble. And you need to be listening to this live right now. If you have fear, you need to listen to this live right now. Because the number one thing that you're lacking right now is discipline. When you have discipline, you got to take action. It's a must. You know, one of the common things that the most highly disciplined people have, one of them is commitment. Commitment. Commitment is very important, okay? It's very important because once they have a goal, they see it through. They don't quit. They don't quit. When you're highly disciplined, you're committed. You locked in. You ain't giving up. You ain't dropping the ball. You not saying, "Oh, I'm done. I'm out of here." You're not saying none of that. You know what you're saying? I'm in here for the long run. I'm not giving up. So hack number one, disciplined people, highly disciplined people, they're committed. But you know how they can be committed? Because they avoid temptation, people. They avoid temptation. They avoid temptation. That's how they're committed. The stuff that's happening on the outside, they don't see that. They don't see that little dirt they get on their shirt. They don't see that. They don't see the little bump that they got on the side of the race car that they're driving. Have y'all watched NASCAR before? Those guys are driving $1 million cars. They're driving $1 million cars. If you ever watch a NASCAR race, they're driving $1 million cars. Okay? All right? And you think they worried about bumping each other? They're not worried about bumping each other. You know why? Because they're committed. They're committed to understanding that if this car rubs me a little bit, I'm still going. I'm still moving. I still got motion. I ain't quitting. I'm still rolling this thing. My wheel's still rolling. I ain't turned sideways. I ain't hit the grass. I'm still going. Okay? People, you have to be committed. You have to avoid distractions, temptations. You know what these NASCAR drivers are good at? They excel at steering clear from temptation situations. They stay focused on the task. They stay focused. Man, I want y'all to just look at a NASCAR race. They sometimes I think they come on probably like I think on a Saturday or Sunday, I would say. I don't really watch them that much, but I can tell you when I do watch it, I'm very, very, very intrigued on how these $1 million cars drive and they stay focused, they stay locked in. And you look at these drivers. The drivers, they locked in. They 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 they're stuck in their mindset. They're committed. They avoid the temptation. Okay? They stay strong. They stay strong. They don't give up. They don't say, "Oh no, I'm not going to win. I'm all the way in 12th place. Man, them boys stay locked in. They don't quit. They stay in it. They in it to win it. They in it to win it, okay? When you watch NASCAR, they trying to avoid all collisions. They so locked in that nothing can be done to get them out of place. Nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. That's just the way it is. When you're highly disciplined, you're able to avoid situations. You're not sitting here just being like, "Oh, okay, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do this." No, no, you're going to make sure that what you're doing, that you got yourself into, you're gonna stick through it. You're gonna avoid them temptations. All right? You're gonna prioritize self-care. That's the next nugget. If you want to be highly disciplined, you're going to prioritize self-care. That means taking time for yourself. That means thinking about your mental wellness. That means making sure you're organized. That means making sure you got a good routine. That means you ain't gonna have no toxic people around you. People, these are nuggets that I'm telling you about discipline that you gotta stick in. You gotta lock in. Because to achieve greatness, you gotta be able to say, no, I can't do that today. The pastor said it clear. He said it clear the other day. He said, you know what? Sometimes you gotta curse that thing. I mean, sometimes you gotta curse it. Sometimes you gotta say, I can't eat that cheeseburger today. Sometimes you gotta say, I can't go on a date with that girl because she gonna want to spend $140 on a date. Sometimes you gotta say, "Nah, let's sit at the house. Let me cook some ravioli and let's drink a glass of wine and watch a nice movie." Sometimes people, you gotta be disciplined. You gotta be disciplined to win. You gotta be disciplined, people. You gotta prioritize your self care. You can't be staying up all night looking at Instagram. You can't be staying up all night looking at YouTube. You can't be staying up all night watching these TV shows. You can't do that to be successful, people. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. You putting yourself through stress. That's why I'm here, the stressful boss, to help you understand. You don't have to be stressed. Let me take that load up off you. Let me help you get that stress up off you. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to take that stress up off you. Don't you go to work tomorrow mad at your boss. Don't do it. Don't do it. Watch one of them motivational videos that I got. Read, do some reading. Look at the posts that we have. Update your resume. Update your cover letter. Get some one-on-one coaching. Invest in yourself. Don't go to work mad. Don't do that. Be happy about your life, people. Point number 4 in being disciplined. You have to practice achieving every day. That's point number 4 in discipline. You have to practice. Practice, 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 practice. You have to practice in order to achieve greatness. If you don't practice these tools and these attributes, you're going to struggle. You're going to be stressed out. You're going to go to work stressed out. I'm just trying to help people have a better workplace. I want you to have a better workplace. I want you to have a better career. I want you to have a better opportunist mindset because you are your only contributor. You're the one that has to invest in you. I mean, I can't name a resume company that'll write your resume for $20. I don't, but I do. I can't find not one on the internet. But I have people in my circle and I have people with me that's supportive, that we will do it for you for little nothing. Because we want to see you win. We want to see you succeed. And you can do it. I believe in you. The Stressless Boss is here to motivate you, to encourage, to let you know you're not in this alone. I'm here with you every day after you get out of work. Every day after you get out of work, I will be here to hear your concerns. You can put them in the chat. You can say what you want to say in the chat. You can ask for guidance. You can visit my website at www.guestcareerservices.com. You can get your resume updated. You can start a new path today. You don't have to go to work mad anymore. We have 3 different packages. We have a basic resume package, which includes a cover letter. We have a new person that's looking to get into the career industry. They're trying to find a new career, brand new from scratch. You get a new cover letter, new templates, and we have an executive package. You can be who you want to be, people. You don't have to go to work mad. There is so many opportunities out here. Sometimes the only thing that's stopping you guys from succeeding is doing the work. Doing the work. I'm giving you the easy step game of being great, but you got to discipline yourself. You got to start somewhere. You got to be able to tell yourself no. You got to be able to tell other people no. You got to be able to be open enough in your character to accept criticism. You got to be able to get up after you have fallen. You got to be able to put these things into practice. And from there, you will be great. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You will be great. But you got to have a discipline. Again, a couple hacks that people have, they're committed. People that are highly disciplined, they're committed. They see things through. They don't quit. They don't quit. They keep going. Steph Curry, he gonna keep shooting the ball. He not gonna stop just because he missed. He gonna keep shooting the ball. You have to be able to avoid temptation. That's number 2. That's hack number 2. You gotta avoid temptation. Hack number 3, you gotta prioritize your self-care. If you don't take care of you, ain't nobody gonna take care of you. Nobody. Nobody is going to take care of you better than you because you know your own issues. And if you can't get outside of you, then you got a bigger problem. But you got to be able to say, hey, what am I doing? Like I said before, write it down on a sheet of paper. What did you do today? A lot of y'all don't even remember what you did today. A lot of y'all can't even say, hey, this is what I did this morning. This is who I talked to this morning. This is who I motivated this morning. This is who I uplifted this morning. This is what I read this morning. This is how I started my day this morning. People, the most important thing you can do in your life is start your day the right way. Starting your day is the biggest part of being successful. It's the biggest part. There's no other way of being great if you don't understand how to start your day. If you start your day with poor sleep, you're not going to be proactive. You're not going to be productive as you were if you would have gotten a lot of sleep. Your mind is not going to process and handle the stress that you've been dealing with for the past 3 to 4 or 5 years like you used to because you're not resting your body. You're not allowing yourself that time and that space to say, hey, I need to stop processing. I need to stop processing and really think about what I got to do tomorrow. What you got to do tomorrow? Do you know? If you guys have a plan for tomorrow, put a 5 in the chat. Put a 5 in the chat. If you got a plan for tomorrow, put a 5 in the chat. I would love to see. People, please understand, discipline often seen as key achieving is key at achieving remarkable goals, okay? It's key. Discipline is the key to achieving remarkable goals, okay? Sometimes people look at discipline as being easy. And when I tell you, if somebody tell you discipline is easy, they're not leveling up. They're not leveling up. They're probably procrastinating. And that leads me to hack number 4. Hack number 4 of being highly disciplined, you develop great habits. Again, that goes back to the process of practicing discipline. You gotta plan. That's rule number 2. You gotta plan. You gotta have a routine. You gotta be able to say, hey, this is what I'm doing tomorrow. I see we got one person in the chat that they got a plan for tomorrow. That's wonderful. That's greatness right there. I hope you get retired one day. I hope you can retire early one day. You keep that up. I promise you, you'll see results. You'll see results. But people, you have to plan every day. You have to develop good habits. That's hack number 4. Hack number 4 is developing good habit. All right? These individuals see a disciplined life as a journey. Okay? They see a disciplined life as a journey, people. These are people that are highly disciplined. I'm just trying to help y'all be great. That's why I'm here. That's what this whole guest career consulting group is about. We want to see y'all be great. And we want to be here for you and support you through all avenues of your career. Yes, I might not have all the answers. Yes, I might not be this high class guru career coach. But what I do have is that can do attitude to be there beside you every day, to be a ear, to listen, and provide a service to you that's little to nothing to help you get to a way higher level than what it costs you to start. Nothing in life you can achieve without doing the work and investing. Nothing in life. Everything that you see before you, this whole podcast, everything that has been done with purpose and intention. And when I tell you people, discipline has to be the number one attribute that you keep in practice, in rotation. Before you make a move, you should be able to say, hey, you know what my discipline like? I promise you, when you meet a coach, any leader, leaders should be coaches, people. Leaders should be coaches. Okay? Leaders should be coaches. True leaders. not people with just positions. True leaders coach you on your journey. True leaders develop you on your journey. True leaders motivate you daily to get the job done. I remember my old job, we had a huddle every morning. Every morning. And every morning when I first started, I was the motivation king, okay? The motivation king. When I tell you if anybody had a bad day, who were they asking for? Me. If anybody had any issues with employees or it was challenging, who were they going to? Me. If anybody had a problem that they could not figure out, who they was coming to? Me. But you know why? Because I have discipline. I've been through the training. I've been through the educational field. I've had the struggles. I've had the failures. I have the testimony. I have the drive. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You. Each and every one of you guys that are having a bad day at work, I'm here for you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to let you vent and talk about those things so you don't go talk to the wrong person. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you understand that you're not in this alone. That if you want to win, sometimes in order to win, you got to take a step back and examine yourself first. You got to examine yourself first and understand, hey, what is it that I was doing wrong? Examine yourself first. Don't point the finger. Look at you. Take the opportunity to say, hey, you know what? I'm looking at what I did first before I get on to somebody else. Let me check me out first. Okay? So please, people, please visit the website at www.guestcareerservices.com. All right. We have a schedule link on there if you would like to have your resume updated for $20. We also have another package for $40, which allows us to give you more time and have one-on-one coaching for any interviews that you might have or any other type of templates you would like to have your resume posted on. And as well, we have an executive package for people that would like to have more than 3 resumes for different things in their life. So if you would like to be one of those people, please visit the website and please schedule a time so that way we can get with you and help assist you in your career. That's what we're here for. I will be here every Monday through Friday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we will be here to motivate and inspire people that are getting off work, had a bad day at work, or need any type of support and guidance. And I'm so thankful for you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for being a part of this. Again, the topic of this is discipline. Number one, you got to make sure you make room, make space. You got to throw away some stuff. You got to clean out that trunk. Number two, you got to set a routine. You got to plan. You got to organize. You got to say, you know what? I'm going to do this tomorrow and I'm going to execute it. All right. Three, you got to take inventory of the people you have around you. You got to make sure you're setting yourself up for success. You got to make sure you're hanging around people. You got to make sure you're motivating yourself by looking at our posts and our Instagram feed every day, knowing that you're going to be uplifted in a positive way daily. I'm doing this every day. Four, you got to practice these things, people. Nothing is ever going to get better if you do not practice. You're not going to win if you do not put these principles in practice, okay? It's not going to happen. You got to practice these things. And five, you got to make sure your character is right. You got to make sure you're investing in yourself. You got to make sure your resume is updated. You got to make sure that cover letter is updated. You're going on Indeed, or Monster, or ZipRecruiter, or whatever platform that you're using to apply for these jobs. You have to make sure that you're prepared for what you're trying to get into. You got to make sure your character is right, people. Your character has to be right. You have to be willing to accept criticism. Like I said, that's number 5 for character. I'm ready for all the smoke. I'm ready for all of it. I'm ready. Okay? I'm ready for all of it. All right? Because you know what? It's gonna make me stronger. It's gonna make me greater. It's just day one. Day one. The first episode ever. Day one. 3 hours. 3 hours to be here and to support people, to let them know you're not here, you're not alone. I used to feel like that a lot. But I'm telling you, when you get on the right path of discipline, things are going to change, people. Things are bound to change when you are disciplined. It's inevitable, okay? There's no way that you can avoid change when you're disciplined. There's no way, people. There's no way you can avoid it. Change is going to come. But if you don't want to be successful, then don't even worry about being disciplined, okay? Just stay where you are. You might be unhappy. You might be underpaid. You might be stressed out. That's why I'm here, the stressless boss. Let's talk about it. I really enjoy the time and the presence that I've had with you guys today. Everybody that has come into the chat, everybody that has liked and subscribed, all the friends and family that has tuned in. I'm very grateful and appreciative of you guys. And again, I'm still giving away a free mentorship program to a young male in the age range of 18 to 24. So if you guys know any individuals, any young males that would like to have any type of mentorship, please send them my way. Please go to our website. You can visit the website and send us an email, and you can put their contact information in, and I will follow up with them. I promise you. I thank you guys for your time. And again, make sure you stay encouraged. Make sure you stay ready and prepared, and update that resume. Update that resume. If you're not happy at your job, make sure you have a nice cover letter. Make sure all the words are spelled correctly. Make sure you're very well organized and you're ready to present yourself when you get in front of an interviewer. Please make sure you guys are prepared because it's stiff out here, okay? And I'm here to help and encourage and develop, okay? Don't forget the stressless boss. I thank you guys for your time and be blessed.